Yeah, please introduce yourself
Okay,
and tell me your occupation and the population that you work with.
sure. My name is Cassandra D'Amica, and I am a pediatric occupational therapist. I work right now in a general ed school, so I work with kids who have special needs in the area of more or less like learning disabilities, developmental delay, and that's from grades kindergarten to fifth grade.
So, will you share your experience with the tomatis during your pregnancy?
It was challenging, like getting to um, schedule listening for the 2 hours a day. So that was probably the biggest challenge, but it was definitely worth it because I noticed that I was just calmer in general, and people like actually commented me that I can't believe that you're pregnant, you're commuting to the city, you're taking a course, and you're taking your SIP certification, and you look so calm. And I said,
Mm,
oh, okay. I didn't tell them that I was doing tomatis at the time,
mhm.
and I just remember like looking forward to listening because it felt so like it was just like relaxing, and it was just like the rhythmicity of some of like the Gregorian chants, and hearing like the birds in the background when like they were doing the recording was just really nice.
What developmental milestones or developmental functions
Hmm.
could you possibly attribute to the tomatis? Like, what skills do you see in Ainsley that you would attribute to tomatis?
Um, well, I would say that you know like probably like the first week that I had her in daycare, they were telling me that, oh my gosh, she's, 14 weeks old and she's rolling herself over into tummy time. Like we don't have to, you know, roll her over. She's rolling on her own. So I said, oh, okay. Looking at her compared to her um, other peers and also relatives of the same age, that her language was similar, and like our relatives, they're about a year older and they're also girls,
Mm-hmm.
so her intelligibility and her ability to put multiple words together to create like small phrases and then sentences it was pretty much like on par with it's with a kiddo who was a year older than her.
Mm-hmm.
So that really stuck out to me. And then also, I have other friends in the Tomatis community who've come to visit, and they said, "My goodness, like she's so communicative, like getting out language to get her wants and needs met." And I thought, "Oh, okay, like that's good to hear."
Yeah.
And just even just her, it might be her temperament or who knows, but just her ability to like be curious and be more like exploratory,
Mm-hmm.
um in let's say like at a birthday party, like she wants to go and explore all the rooms at
Mm-hmm.
someone's house, like, and it's just while the other kids there are more like sectioned off into like where all the toys are, she's wants to go and see what else is out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just noticed that with her, socially, and then socially, like she's really into babies now, but that's also like developmental. Like she's really into like taking care of things, and taking care of the dog and the baby and putting the baby to sleep, and all those play skills.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but she, like right now, she's very clear with what she wants, and she just turned to January 25th.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll tell us, you know, I want pizza tonight or something like that. Like it's like a four-word clear
Mm.
sentence. And I'm
Wow.
like, okay.
Yes.
It's really surprising, for me, while at like where like our relatives, like they'll tell us a story, like one of the kiddos will tell us a story, and I'll be like, what? What? I'll be like, can you say that again? So, and then
Mm-hmm.
even like motorically, like just like her movements are very smooth and like appear like coordinated. They're not like jerky, and
Mm-hmm.
um, she was never afraid of of heights or of exploring that really high slide, but like with my support, like she would want to go to the top of the slide, but then like um, I was, there kind of like guiding her. She wasn't like the impulsive child to just throw herself down that huge slide, but was more like, what's up here? Let me check out what's up here.
Mm-hmm.
And so she really wants to, you know, I guess attempt those more like challenging motor tasks.
Yes, yes. And she never really presented or never showed much stranger anxiety. Like her eye contact was
Yeah.
there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, maybe for certain people who might look scary, but
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, like she's very like, kind of like is a little social butterfly.
Mm-hmm. She's
Yeah.
socially engaged.
Yeah.
Would you recommend the tomatis for other pregnant moms, other pregnant women, and why? How do you think they could benefit? How do you think the babies benefit?
Well, I think I would definitely recommend doing a Tomatis program, while pregnant. I mean, for both really, like, you know, um, for the mom one because it was really just regulating. I think just overall, from a from a nervous from a more of like a neuroscience like if you from like the different nerves that are activated from
Mm-hmm.
doing the program, just calming the vagus nerve
Mm-hmm.
um,
To help
and I think that
regulate the
in
emotions.
any pregnancy, I think there's some level of nervousness that goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know what's going to happen during labor because it's so unpredictable, and
Mm-hmm.
so just having that space be um, to be brought into that space of calmness
Mm-hmm.
is just gonna kind of like give you you know like a nice, moment in your pregnancy. If you are thinking about all these, it's just going to help, I think, just calm your system down and then hopefully calm your mind down. And then also, again, like for the baby, I think that I don't think like Ainsley's language, I don't think it would be as, I don't think there would be as a significant difference that I would have been able to notice
Mm-hmm.
if I didn't do it. And I don't think I would have gotten so many like comments and um, observations like shared with me. I don't think I would have gotten that type of feedback from family members and strangers even, and teachers too. So, and I think that if I was going to do it again, I think I would probably do the program like 10 days or like a month post date, like post having the baby, because that's also like a really stressful time. That's a stressful time for parents, having one, two, three, it's like the life transition, you're trying to transition to a whole new lifestyle routine. And so I think, giving yourself that space and that time to kind of like recalibrate yourself
Mm-hmm.
is probably really good for you and then obviously good for the baby because the baby co-regulates with you. So I
Mm-hmm.
think if I was going to do it again, I would do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.